Okay, so what I want to talk to you about today is something called a napkin presentation. So it's a presentation that you can give whether you're at a coffee shop or you're at a bar or you're doing a presentation with somebody in your life, and you can explain to them two very simple things. One is the kind of differences in compensation that exist out there, and then also the difference between retail and direct sales and why it is that direct sales is a better way of doing business. So the first distinction is about the style of compensation. So the traditional style of compensation that most people are understand is you trade time for money, right? So it's like a salary type of position. So salary. So whether you're a janitor or you're a lawyer or you're a banker, whatever the case may be. The general model is you work for a while, you get an increase in your salary, you get promotions over time. Maybe there's something happens in the economy or whatever the case may be, and you might get some sort of demotion. But generally speaking, you're getting small increments of promotions over time, with the hope that at some point in time, your income will sort of go like that over time, incrementally. With the onset of sort of 401ks dying and pensions and things like that going away, the traditional business model is now very much in danger of being bankrupt for the kind of stability and financial freedom that people really like to have. So one of the other models that you can do is sales. So a great example would be like a real estate agent, where you get maybe you have a really good year in the beginning, or you have a couple of years where you get used to the business model, and then you have a really good year, and then you have a baby or you start a family or something, and maybe things drop off a bit. You get your feet back under, you have another really, really big, great year, and then something happens in the economy, like the housing market, something goes down, and then you have a downswing, and then maybe you learn, you train and develop yourself, and you're able to do whatever it takes to get back in the game, and then you have another uptick, and on, right? So you have this sort of roller coaster of activity throughout the years, and you're sort of at the effect of what's going on in the economy, what's going on in your own personal life. But more importantly, with things like sales, you have to constantly be starting over. So every quarter or every year, whatever the case may be, you get a new book of clients or whatever the case may be, but you're constantly having to start over again. So you have this inconsistency over time, and you constantly have to be starting over. In what we're doing in direct sales, the idea is that you start off slow. You get some product users, you get some business partners, you get things going, you train and develop a group of people, you get some more product sales, you get some more good people on your team, you create some synergy, you create some systems, you get things going, you build a bigger system, and pretty soon, over time, what you have is something called exponential. You have exponential growth. And so this is exponential growth. And it's infinitely scalable. So you start off slow, but the point is that it grows gradually over time, and there's no ceiling here, right? So one of the things to keep in mind is that in network marketing, if you read Go Pro, he talks about a 3-5-7 model, right? So if you're going to do network marketing, the idea is to really at least commit to 3 to 5 years in order to get the kind of business model that you're looking for. The first year, I usually tell people you're gonna get an unbelievable tax break in what you're doing. You'll get paid. You'll get your products for free, and you'll probably make some money, and you'll get a lot of personal development. The next couple of years, you'll go from sort of novice to proficiency, and after 3 years, the idea is that you replace whatever sort of income it was when you were in this world, right? And then once you go then you can go from proficiency to competency, and then once you get to sort of the 5-year mark and on, then you're looking at financial freedom. So you're getting to the point here where the systems are made, you have residual income coming in, so you're not starting over all of the time. You've pushed the boulder up the hill, so to speak, and the boulder starts rolling downhill. And when that boulder starts rolling downhill, they call it Malcolm Gladwell calls it the tipping point. When you get to the tipping point and your business starts turning it over and you have that residual income, that's where time freedom comes in. When you have enough income residually coming in to pay for your lifestyle, you're now free. And you can make that jump from doing whatever you were doing full time to doing USANA full time, or whatever you want to do. You now have freedom. And you have this infinite scalability that will never be possible in these realms. Right? You can never earn your way to freedom because you're always limited by whatever. You're limited literally by the amount of time that you have in the day. So the amount of money that you have is limited by the amount of time that you have in your life. Because of leverage, that's not the way that our business model works.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sure.